Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Wanbo. This is their model Dali1 portable home theater projector running on Android TV 9.0, has Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, access to the Google Play Store, and much, much more. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that we get once we get the Dali1 out of the box. We do get an introduction manual for the Dali1 here, showing you safety precautions, your port names and functions, of course, installation and installing, and of course, some specifications that I do like to have up on the screen on a portion of the video. So if I miss anything, you guys can come back to this portion of the video and you can check it out. You can see that we have two 5-watt speakers. The display is an LCD, LED light source. We do have headphone audio output and HDMI and USB inputs, and it's 113 by 123 by 159 millimeters in size. Also shows you how to mirror your phone or tablet to this device as well. Now here we have our power adapter for this device. You're going to have a power brick, a barrel connector, and then you're going to have a two-prong to two-prong AC cord that will hook into that, and that is going to power up the unit here for you. A pretty standard fare for this. Hopefully you'll be able to see the input and output. It's a 19-volt output, just in case you needed to know. Now we do get a nice multifunction, a remote control here with home, back buttons, a navigation, OK, a mouse function, power, menu, and things like that. So we have full control here with this simplistic and nice remote control. Now this takes two AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure that you do have some on hand. Also included with mine was a projector desktop stand. Now this can already sit on a desktop just like it is, but this extra stand that they have will allow you to plug this in to the bottom with the tripod mount, and this will allow you to elevate it a little bit and also adjust the angle if you would like. So this will screw right into the bottom, and then you'll be able to adjust the entire thing up or down, depending on if you need a little bit of an angle. Taking a look at the Dali1 here, again, very, very compact IR LED on the front, nice big lens, native 720p, can play back 1080p files, no problems. Do have one single power button on the top, and you do notice that we do have our ports in the back. We also have a dust filter under this plate. Taking a look at the ports, on the left-hand side we have our DC in, a full USB port, a full-sized HDMI port. We also have a 3.5 millimeter output port here, nice feet to hold this in place, and a tripod mount, so you do have that as well, which is very nice. Overall, just a very nice compact unit here. This unit is native 720p. It does have two 5-watt speakers. It is also enabled by Wi-Fi 6. So you have dual band Wi-Fi there as well. And we also have Bluetooth, so that you can make this a Bluetooth speaker, or you can hook up external Bluetooth speakers if you need more power to the speakers for the Dali1. Again, here is the desktop mount attached, and as you can see, we can kind of swivel, and we can also move it forward and backwards. This includes auto Keystone correction, autofocus. You pretty much don't have to do anything. This will lock it all in place for you. Okay, so this is our main screen here, and we've got the home page. You do have all apps. You do have an app store by them, and you also have Netflix, YouTube pre-installed. You can add other ones here. If I hit the plus button, I can add things like the Google Play Store, or Prime Video, or Mirrorcast, or iMirror, Bluetooth speaker mode, or Chrome. These are all pre-installed. Since this runs on Android TV 9.0, you're going to have full access to the Google Play Store, so you can add that if you need to. Now, you do have some suggestions here, and these are going to be from, either Netflix or Prime Video, or whatever you have installed from the Play Store on the device. If you want to quickly launch something or just have ideas, it will give you ideas here as well. Disney Plus and a few other ones. These are all, of course, paid apps, so you have to have your subscription, but they're built in to the machine, so you do not have to worry about hooking up anything external to play them back. Now, if we take a look at some of the apps here, some of the popular apps, there's the CW app, there's Plex, there's Disney Plus, Netflix, SoundCloud, and a bunch more. If we look at settings, you can see at the top network, that's for your Wi-Fi projection. We can change the projection mode, display scale. We can change the Keystone, the 4 trapezoids, so your corners, your picture focus, and these are all automatic. You can see autofocus boot here, and we can check it out. It'll automatically focus and set your Keystone so that you have the best picture available to what you are trying to project to. So this is great. I like having all of this on auto screen alignment, and a user calibration guide as well to kind of talk you through it in case you need it. But as you can see, this really is very handy to have. If you move this around a lot and you just want to set it up, it's a one click. It's going to calibrate everything for you. It's going to do your Keystone. It's going to do your focus and everything like that and get you going right away. Now, we do have Bluetooth as well, where you can hook up Bluetooth speakers. You can change your languages. We have common settings like picture, and we'll be able to go in and adjust the color temperature and the picture mode. In picture mode, it'll even put a picture in the background, so you can see the different modes: standard, vivid, soft, and user. If we go to user, we can adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation, and sharpness individually. For my testing, I'm going to put this on standard so you can see what it's like out of the box. Now, also, if we go back, you're going to be able to see our color temperature, and we can do warm, cool, standard, or user, where we can adjust the red, green, and blue to our liking as well. So you do have full control over all of this right from the menu, which is nice to have. Same thing goes for our sound. We have a few different modes. You can turn the system sounds on and off. And if you see, we've got sports and movie and music, news, standard. If we go to user, we have an adjustment where we can adjust all of the sliders if we would like to change the sound of the profile for the Dali1. Your source settings, either HDMI or USB. Your boot channel can be Android or straight to HDMI. Android 9 TV is a nice setup here, so I like to leave it on that. Application management, you can see all your installed apps. You can remove them, or you can adjust them there. Time, keyboard, screensaver, input port, system net update, which is over-the-air update or local updates, and factory data resetting. This with Wi-Fi 6 also supports Mirrorcast, or the other one for iOS devices. I have an S24 Ultra, so I'm just going to use SmartView, and I'm going to connect to Smart Projector _3AD2. You can see the device name in the bottom right-hand corner, and it just takes a few seconds to connect. And as you can see, I've got my phone screen up here, so I can play back, games, whatever I would like, home movies. Obviously, you're not going to be able to cast things from Netflix because of copyright issues, but since this runs on Android, the Dali1 itself, you have the apps built right in, so you're not going to have to worry about it. Good color reproduction, very smooth over that stable Wi-Fi 6 connection. So super easy to mirror your devices straight to this projector. Okay, at default settings here, I have a Fortnite test that I captured on my PC at 1080p. Let's take a look and a listen to all of this in default settings on the Dali1. So as you can see, we've got good color representation here. It's plenty bright enough, and if you look at the corners of the image, they are nice and crisp and clean. There's no fuzziness to the corners. It does an excellent job overall for gaming and media consumption. This will be a great option in my opinion. I do like the fact that I can go in and tweak the colors if I want to, but as a standard setup or everything set on standard, the picture quality from the Dali1 is really, really nice. So there you go. That's my review of the Wanbo Dali1 Android TV 9.0 home theater projector. I like that this is very small and compact, yet it has a nice crisp and clear picture. The two 5-watt speakers do an excellent job at drowning out any fan noise, but you can always hook up Bluetooth speakers if you would like. It's packed with a ton of features such as Wi-Fi 6, dual band Wi-Fi. The built-in access, of course, to the Google Play Store opens you up to a ton of different streaming apps, games, and everything else. Overall, I think they did a great job on the Dali1, and I'm definitely giving it a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.